Deuces here with another action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at a Marvel Legends Captain America Red Onslaught Build-A-Figure Wave, Mercenaries of Mayhem, Marvel's Demolition Man, or Scourge. This is a older figure, and as you can see, it must have been lying around Walmart for a while because it's beat all to hell, the packaging. But I've seen this figure photographed. He looks really cool. I know nothing about the character at all, aside from he just looks like a really cool action figure, and I just wanted a more generic goon for my toy photography, so I thought, hey, why not pick him up? See, I'll take a quick look at the packaging, and then we'll get a close look at the figure. A little update what's going on as well. I'm going to be doing an update/tour video soon, because I've moved back into dorm rooms and I'm back in university. So I'll give you guys a look at that once I'm done. I'm still in the process of putting away a bunch of action figures and displaying stuff like right there. I got all my Marvel Legends packaged up and whatnot, so I've still got some way to go. Once I get that finished, I'm going to do a video on that, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get into this review. Here's the packaging. We're not going to go too much in detail because it's pretty beat to shit, but you got the Marvel, or the Captain America shield emblem there, Legend series. And you got the figure in there with the back piece. Captain America, Mercenaries of Mayhem. He shares the same packaging as Taskmaster, I believe. Another figure I need to get around to getting, but there's Taskmaster. There's Demolition Man. You got two figures on the back there, looking pretty cool. You got a really brief bio. It says, powered by disguise and mimicry, these villains may not be original, but they are deadly. And you've got the Red Onslaught Bath, which is actually pretty cool looking. And you got the rest of the figures in the wave. That's pretty much it about the packaging. I'm going to get them cracked open. I'll take a close look at the figure outside. So now I have Marvel's Demolition Man, or Scourge, out of the packaging. This is actually a really cool figure. There's a lot to like about this guy. I don't have too many complaints for the most part. So let's take a look at him. In terms of his main body, he reuses the movie Electro body, I'm pretty sure, but he does have some new parts that like the head sculpt. And I absolutely love this head sculpt. The mask is super cool. He's got red eyes with black outlines. You got these black paint apps. It kind of looks like a skull in the front. You got the black vents on the mouth there. It's really cool. And these little cylinder spots on the cheeks. You got some sculpted ears and flesh parts right there, which is really cool as well. And the black just looks really, really cool. I'm really happy with how this looks. On the rest of the figure, it's alright. He's got some glossy black, and you got some gunmetal silver kind of thing, paint apps, and some white, some silver on the shoulders. This really cool sort of bandolier harness thing that he wears. It goes over the shoulder. You got some nice sculpted detail. You got some shotgun shells or ammo sculpted and painted in gold on it, which is really cool. And some silver paint for the buckles, which look awesome. The arms are not much to talk about, but they did sculpt a trigger finger in the right hand, but not in the left. On the side here, on his thigh, he has a gun holster which can store his handgun, which is really cool. You've got some nice silver paint apps for the buckles and whatnot, look really good. And he also has a sheath here which can store his knife, which is awesome. He has a bunch of storage for his weapons, which is really cool. He's got a hole on his back too. And he's got silver for the knee guards, and then the boots are also pretty nicely sculpted in the glossy black. And overall, it is a really cool looking figure. I think it's a better use for the Electro body. If I'm correct in saying that he does use the Electro body, and he does look awesome. It definitely looks like this tactical sort of assassin looking guy, which is awesome. In terms of articulation, he's not too bad. The head's on a ball joint as well as a hinge, so you can get some decent motion. Not as much motion as I'd like to, but it's not terrible. Ball hinges at the shoulders move good. Swivels at the biceps, which are great. Double hinges at the elbows, which move really good. Ball hinges at the wrist, which move in and out like that. And he has no problem holding any of his guns, and he can hold his shotgun in two hands and whatnot, which is awesome. He has an ab crunch that moves well. This doesn't hinder it at all. He has a swivel cut at the thigh. Ball hinges at the hips move pretty good. Not much hindrance with this there. Swivels at the thighs. Double hinges at the knees. And hinges at the ankles with rocker joints. So he has some really good articulation, getting some really good poses. In terms of accessories, well, of course, it comes with this bath piece. So you get the left leg of the Red Onslaught, or the Red Skull, whatever you want to call it. So that's cool. I'm obviously not going to go too much detail with that, but that's cool. You get a shotgun, which is really nicely sculpted. It's a very realistic sculpt. Definitely something that you'd actually see in the real world. The Shotgun shells are painted really nicely for the most part. You got some yellow paint apps on the end, but then you got it sculpted in this brown plastic, which is sort of weird. And it's because it's Hasbro probably doesn't want to, be putting real guns with their figures. Jeez, but they put real guns and they just change the paint. It doesn't change the fact that it looks like a real gun for the most part. So the paint choice is kind of stupid, but it could have been way worse, obviously. It's still a muted sort of color, so it works. It also comes with a knife, which the knife does look good. And you got brown for the handle, and then you got this nice black for the blade with a little bit of a sort of grayish wash over it to give it a more metal look, which is really cool. And that can be stored in the sheath, nice and tightly. And then you got the handgun, which is like a Desert Eagle or something. Again, you got that weird paint apps on it, but it is sculpted nicely. He can hold it well, and it stores in the holster, which is really cool. And I'm happy it comes with all these kind of weapons. It gives you some options. Overall, I think this is actually a really cool figure. I think it's an underrated figure. At the same time, it's not a necessary part of your collection. I'm not even familiar with the character at all. I can't find, just from a really brief search, I couldn't actually find any reference material for this character looking like this. It must be somewheres, but if someone could actually direct me to when this character looked like this, or whatever, a page with some information, I'd be very grateful for that. But it's a really cool figure nonetheless, just for like some goon or whatever, if you're doing toy photography or something like that. It's really well done. So I highly recommend it if you want it for that reason. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.